Bonjour, my name is Dawn Priolette, and today I have for Scorpio your love tarot reading, and this is for the month of March. And let's get right into it. First card up, the Lovers in reverse. Sometimes this card is associated with the sign of Gemini. So for some of you, that may make some sense because you may have someone in your life who is a Gemini. But the other meaning, the fact that this came up in reverse, to me, it could mean that there is either an imbalance, because this is a relationship reading, so there could be an imbalance within your current relationship, which is causing you to feel very burdened right now because you have the Ten of Staves as well with that as a clarifier card. Now, for those of you who are single, part of that may have to do with the imbalance within yourself, kind of an inner struggle that is going on within yourself that is causing you quite a bit of burden right now. But what I'm hearing is battling your self-worth, and simply not choosing. You know what really comes up for me when I'm considering this card is also a refusal to make a decision. Sometimes this card has to do with making a decision, and sometimes, Scorpio, changing your life, upping your standards is quite simply a decision that you must make. I know in my life, you know, got to a point where I simply just decided, this isn't good enough for me anymore. It's just, it doesn't work for me anymore. In terms of my money, in terms of my career, in terms of my relationships, I finally had to just put my foot down and say, enough. This doesn't work for me anymore, and I am simply deciding this is how it's going to be, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and show you this because this came up in your angel card healing. And this is intention. This is about setting your intention, Scorpio. What is it that you intend to do? Not based on what you think that you can do based on your mom and dad's programming that they left you with, but based on, what is it that you really want? If you could have your life look like anything you want, let's say, because this is a love reading, right? If you could have anything, if anything were possible, would you still be settling for what you've been settling for? And I'm going to show you the next card. This is a page. Okay, it's somebody offering you love, but this is a person who is immature. And with that, you have the Chariot. Chariot is very fast moving. So I get the feeling that for some of you, this is somebody that's very fast moving. The relationship is fast moving, probably getting sexual very, very quickly, like way too quick. And it's an immature kind of love. So again, I want to ask you, Scorpio, what is your intention? And is this going to get you what it is you really, really want? What do you really want? Because, the ego always speaks first and loudest. So the ego may say, oh, well, wouldn't it be fun? I'm so attracted to this guy. Wouldn't this be fun? Well, that's your ego, okay? And then later the next day, you have to deal with what you've done, the consequences of what you've done, which again also has to do with the Lovers in reverse. It's not wanting to actually deal with the consequences of certain choices that you have made, okay? And this is causing you a lot of strife, a lot of burden, okay? So it's time to start setting your intentions and making better choices. And that's really up to you. And again, okay, the third card up, look at what we've got here. We've got the devil. This card is all about your addictions, okay? And Scorpios, yeah, you guys really like to, especially with sex addiction, this can be a big problem for you guys. And they're showing, because this is the card that I pulled for clarification, this is something that's keeping you up at night. It's giving you a lot of mental anguish, your addictions, okay? And for a lot of you, you know, this is past stuff that you've never dealt with, and that's what's keeping you stuck here, okay? So again, for Scorpio, this month, it's time to set your intention, set your standards high, much higher than you ever have. And you'll get by with a little help from your friends, okay? Friendship is emphasized this month, in the month of March. And the other card, this is really up for you now, Scorpio, is having self-approval, okay? And really forgiving yourself for all the mistakes that you think that you've made. Because they don't matter now. You did the best you could at the time. So did your mom and dad. Although getting past all of this stuff may involve going back and doing the inner child work and allowing your inner child to express her anger and express her sadness for everything she didn't get as a child. Because here's the thing. We all end up going into our adult relationships looking for whatever we didn't get in our childhood relationships with our parents. That's what we all do. And so, but the problem is we're using maladaptive behaviors to try to get that love. You know, whatever behavior you took on as a 4-year-old to try to get attention, you're still doing it now. And it's probably not working very well for you. Or it's causing you to, you know, go with your addictive kinds of behavior. Because some of you are settling for sex. You're settling for the level of your addictions rather than going for a higher love, a higher relationship with someone who could truly appreciate you for far more than just your body, far more than just sex. I'm just saying, Scorpio, it's time to start setting your intentions and setting your sights higher, okay? So there you have it, Scorpio. Again, my name is Dawn Priolette. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. You can subscribe with the red button below. Also, if you need a private reading, you can click on the link below, and you can get a special reading at half price, just for a limited time. Okay? So till next time, bonjour. Ciao for now.